Paris, spectacular from the air, but for a professional cyclist on the last Sunday in July, infinitely more beautiful at street level. Now, you might think that Lance Armstrong was fully sated as far as moments of glory went, but he was never likely to leave his final tour without trying to make some sort of mark. And at the stage start, the whole Radio Shack team turned up in new kit. Black jerseys with a large 28 on the back to represent the 28 million cancer sufferers worldwide. All very commendable, except that, as Lance knew, non-regulation kits aren't allowed in the race. And it was obvious he knew it, because as soon as the race commissaires pointed it out, standard issue jerseys suddenly appeared through the team car windows. The problem was that they didn't have race numbers on them, so all his teammates had to pull over to change from one to the other, while the peloton ground to a halt in front of them. Up at the front, the Alberto and Andy show was still running, the pair of them mocking up a bit of a race for the cameras, except that Andy slightly overdid the authenticity by having a problem with his chain. It looked like part of the joke at first, but not by the time he'd been forced to change his bike. Once the messing about was over and the annual kamikaze attacks on the Champs-Élysées had been chased down, all that was left was the final sprint. Mark Cavendish was favourite to take it. The question was whether Alessandro Petacchi would finish close enough behind him to keep the green jersey.
This is where the race can be won, on this straight, as they go into the last kilometre.
Lancaster's up there looking for his man, and there is the big lead out now. There you can see the riders from Cervelo test team are trying to sort out their man from Norway. Inside of a kilometre to go. Thor Hushovd is right up there. He's got to get himself into the top three, Phil, if he wants to win the green jersey again, as he did last year.
Julian Dean is being moved up on the right for Gorman transitions now. Everybody wants an in on the last stage of the Tour de France. Hushovd is tucked in off to the left. You can't quite see him, and it looks as though they're taking command. Now we can see Hushovd as well. This is going to be the flick as they cross the Concorde.
Right now into the final two bends, a left-hand sweeper followed by the right-hand sweeper into the Champs-Élysées, and that's when you've got to be in second or third position. Everybody's right up there. Petacchi's there, Hushovd is there, and so too is Mark Cavendish. Hushovd is up there. I have to say, Petacchi's in third position.
As they come up to the finish now, the lead out, and Hushovd, is he going to pull off the big surprise? As Thor Hushovd breaks for the line. Now where is the Max Missile? There he goes, over the top. Somebody just launched him, and forget it, because Mark Cavendish is streets ahead of the Tour de France when it comes to a sprint finish. And Petacchi comes over in second place. He will win the green jersey. Paul, it's as if somebody just pulls a catapult.
That is amazing, the speed that he's got, the turn of speed. He came from nowhere. Don't forget Alberto Contador, third victory in the Tour de France, 5 Grand Tour wins for the Spaniard.
I just finished off what kind of 8 other guys set me up for. So you know, I've got to be humble about it, and I'll just keep trying to win. I'll keep trying to enjoy it, and hopefully I can enjoy it with the same guys.
Now, only the most maniacally picky of perfectionists would point out that Mark could still have won the green jersey if he hadn't sat up and lost points on stage 4. And none of them would be Italian. Alessandro Petacchi got through the mountains when few people thought he could, and his consistency, 2 stage wins, 2 second places and 3 third places, gave him the title by 11 points. Anthony Charteau gave the French a jersey winner in the mountains competition to go with their half a dozen stage wins. Christophe Moreau was second in that competition. Andy Schleck was third. And for the 3rd year running, Schleck also took the white jersey of the best rider under 25, the last year in which he's eligible for it. At the age of 38, Lance Armstrong retires now and heads home to a federal investigation which may yet rewrite the history of his Tour career. As it was, he ended it where he spent most of it, on the podium with his Radio Shack teammates as winners of the team classification.
Time to go home.
Alberto Contador came into this race as the heavy favourite, and the record books will show that he lived up to that billing, but it was much tougher than he or we expected. Andy Schleck pushed him close and may yet push past him as their rivalry grows. For those of you who haven't seen him in the race to this point, that's Denis Menchov on the right, who rode quietly but well and finished 3rd behind the 3-time winner.
I am very happy, because every people say that I won the Tour de France in the Tourmalet, but yesterday was a very, very hard day. And today also is important, because it's possible a crash or a problem mechanic in the last kilometers. But no, the Tour de France is finished, and I am very happy.
Andy, 39 seconds. When you go to sleep tonight, will you be thinking about 39 seconds? Will it keep you awake at night?
No. I'm finished with it, you know. It's behind, you know, if it's actually it's pretty funny because yesterday before I started the time trial, I said to my roommate Nicky, I said, you know, if I lose, I hope, you know, it's like 45 or 50 seconds. I told him, I hope it's not 39 seconds. I come to the hotel yesterday night and, you know, it's 39 seconds, but doesn't matter.